Well, we're going to take you back in time now with an athlete who made quite a name for himself in the 50s, and he's still going strong 6 decades later.
Yeah, along the way, Jerry Crimins of Milwaukee had to beat a severe condition that threatened his active lifestyle. Dan Christofferson is here now with more on his inspirational story. Dan?
Well, guys, now pushing 80 and kicking its tail, Jerry Crimins has defied every doctor's warning since way back to the Nixon administration. The right hand that pointed Jerry at one time to a state record in his glory days curled up to where he could barely even shoot straight, but Jerry continues to play through the pain. You're looking at the only high school hotshot in Oregon history to score 73 points in a game. What would old friends be if they didn't give him grief about it 61 years later?
Well, he's old, he's feeble.
Ball hog?
Yeah. He should dunk, though, I think. You know, he's not 80.
All kidding aside, Jerry Crimins, state record holder, might be the least likely of his peers these days to fire away at the hoop.
I'm basically playing basketball with a three-pronged weed digger, trying to dribble it and shoot it.
These 3 fingers here just sort of pull it sideways.
For decades, Jerry has played through the pain and rigid finger curling of an incurable hand deformity.
Dupuytren's contracture.
13 surgeries over the years did nothing more than slow the inevitable.
And I wear these things, I put these things on every night when I watch TV.
Jerry only thought his sporting life was running on borrowed time back at age 39 when doctors first went in to operate.
If I can play 5 more years, that's probably all I want anyway. So if it's good for 5, and that was 40 years ago. 40.
He has laughed his way to prominence on the Northwest tennis circuit ever since. Jerry's routinely among the top ranked for his age group.
I started in the 45s, and then you go 50s, 55s, 60s, 65s, 70s. Now I'm in the 80s, my first year in the 80s, and I'm running out of opponents.
Not many can match his love for the game, his competitive spirit, unbroken by ascending years or declining grip.
And when you're good enough at something, and there's competition involved, and there's people that you can relate to and talk to and have fun with, I don't know what is better. It's cheap. It's better than taking drugs, happy drugs.
And it has taken him to the highs of state and national achievements, spanning 7 decades.
The night Jerry Crimins scored 73.
He set that high school record back in 1952 in his hometown, Milton Freewater. Went on to play for Slatsgill on the great Oregon State teams in the mid-50s.
That's Stanford, 57. That's me.
Married, raised kids and grandkids, taught and coached at Clackamas High School for 28 years, and never gave up the games.
I found out that I could do pretty good in tennis, so I started collecting those trophies.
Countless memories cover the walls of his Milwaukee home, and there's more where those came from.
You're not too old. Nobody is too old. It depends on how you want to think about your life. Do you want to sit in a chair and watch TV? Or do you want to get involved in a competitive sport or just exercising?
And like his scoring record that has stood the test of time, so has Jerry Crimins, the Oregon hotshot who never quit. Oh, I hope I can be half that, around 80. And how long can he keep playing at this high level? Well, Jerry mentioned in the story that around here tennis competition starts to thin out in the 80s age group, but then he said with a wink and a smile, they play well into the 90s and even 95s down in Florida. So watch out, Sunshine State. Here Jerry comes.